Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego
Pues venga, a ver qué tal.
This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and today's starter, Nick Pivetta.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
Ready to go? Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Ball one there.
1 ball, no strikes.
That
Ball
misses
2.
the zone, and the count is 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Just
off the
missed. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Jurickson Profar stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Matt Olson at the plate now, and that's inside. And a base hit. Harris headed for the plate. The throw in, but it's offline. He will score, and it's 1-0. 2 on, 1 out. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Profar at second. Olson at first. 1 gone. Strike 2. Off the catcher and rolls away. And the runners will move up. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base.
Bueno, toda la serie hemos empezado así, la verdad.
Here's Sean Murphy. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25
Toda la serie hemos
pitches.
empezado así. Así que
Righty delivers.
Ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And
empezar así la serie
down on strikes. They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. Bottom of the first. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That one missed. On the ground, right side. Throws to first. Out. And a quick out, number 1. And here is Xander Bogaerts. 4 for 12 in the series so far. That misses the zone. Ball one. One out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, bases empty. Luis Ariz stands in. Ground ball up the middle. Arcia tosses to first. That's out number 3.
Ay, Dios.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's Jared Kelenic. And that's in the dirt. Kelenic in his 4th year in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Bunting, and it's in the air. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bad angle.
And that one handled. Glove flip to second.
Oh.
How about that double play?
Really nice double play turn right there. And it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. Yeah, that's fouled off. Tatis waits. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end. Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade, it's just invaluable, that type of experience. Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Strike 2.
0-2.
2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Top half of the 3rd inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Jurickson Profar. Center field. Merrill under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's Ronald Acuna
Estaba
Jr.
claro
at
que
the
la
plate.
división no le íbamos a, o sea, la serie no la íbamos a ganar entera. Estaba claro. 4 partidos es imposible.
And the slider just misses.
Aún así el premio. Que si he ganado 3 partidos ya. Que me ganen el cuarto me da igual. Le he ganado 3 ya, así que estoy contento.
Here's Matt Olson down. RBI single his last time up. Just missed.
One ball.
Runner on the goal. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Save.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Yeah, big big swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
And this ball gets down. It's a hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Matt Olson es imposible. O sea,
just missed.
Matt Olson es imposible.
In high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Misses. 3-2 now.
Full count.
Man at first, 1 away. And ball
Count.
4, 2 aboard.
The batter number 1, second baseman.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swung on, belted. That's back. Bangs off the wall. Here comes Olson around third. He's safe, and they lead by 4.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Line drive, base hit. Riley comes in to score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really...
Line drive. Merrill snags it. Runner tags from third. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. And it's now a 6-run lead. Arcia in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Schwellenbach back to work. Late with the swing there.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine. Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Harris hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Marcelo Zuna. Hammered, base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Gabriel Moreno. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Swings through that one, out in front that time. Ozuna at first, 1 gone. Swing and a ball line to center. And he'll play it on a bounce. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
They get one. Out. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. Misplay doesn't. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 56.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these Braves really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They're getting hits when it matters most and converting base runners into runs. They've got 5 hits with runners in scoring position.
And that's a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Next offering upstairs.
One of the most frustrating things for an offense is leaving runners on base. So the big hits they've gotten in this one have made a very happy group of hitters down there.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Liner snagged at first. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play. Here is Matt Olson.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And that one wrapped foul. Next pitch is outside. Line to left. Ramos puts it away, and that is that. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. That's hard hit on the line. Profar makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out. So up next, Luis Arraez grounded out his first time. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Struck out swinging his first time. Base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Manny Machado up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pickoff throw. Tatis dives back in. And Manny gets a piece. Tatis off of first with 2 away. Tatis runs. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Gonna count 1 and 2. The Braves up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikes. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Kelnick batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
1 strike.
Ripped on a line. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Braves strand 1. But they're on bottom of the inning. Here's Elliot Ramos. Swing and a pop-up. Olsen settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Next to hit, Jake Cronenworth. Fly to center his first time. He swings and fouls 1 off. One down, base is empty. And it gets by him. So a man at first. Next for the Padres, Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next pitch is outside. Cronenworth, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
And first offering is fouled off. Moreno in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. High in the air, out to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And that is that.
You're out.
"6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the San Diego Padres. Just about ready to go. And towing the slab here, Ben Brown.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Steven Kwan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swing and a miss, and the count even 1-1. Runner takes off. That one in the dirt and gets away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. No outs. Runner on second. Next pitch off the plate. The count now 2-2.
We got a full count.
In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. To third. The tag out. Here's Jose Ramirez. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Brennan leads off first with 1 away. And that one is downstairs. And now 2-0. And another ball. There's the strike. On the ground to first. Could be 2. Arise. Toss to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. No runs. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Joey Cantillo. What do you have on him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
This one smoked out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
And a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Ball 1 to Bogarts.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down. Here comes Luis Arraez to the plate. If you're looking for contact, this is your guy.
Yeah, and if you're looking for batting titles, he's also your guy.
No,
Arraez is the first player in MLB history to win 3 straight with 3 different teams. The Twins, Marlins, and the Padres.
That one misses. 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
To the right side. Throw on to Santana. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. New inning getting started. So in now for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. Just missed. Santana, a former Gold Glove winner, batting in the cleanup spot. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right side. Cronenworth. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
0-2 is the count.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. And he deals. And that skips in the dirt.
Strike.
Second inning here, no score. And that's outside. To third, handled by Machado. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. Bo Naylor at the plate now. On the ground to the left. Over to first. Guardians go down in order. Back here in San Diego, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Cantillo back to work. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. And makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. Now Machado up here.
The third baseman.
Machado mashed a homer in his last game. And Manny gets a piece. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Out number 2. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Quan makes the catch. That is the on to the third inning. Here comes Lane Thomas. Just missed. And another ball.
Ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. High fly ball out to left field. Ramos sizes this one up. And there's 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Top of the third, no score. Way inside, gets out of the way. And a swing and a miss, and there's 2 away.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And a 2-1 on the way. Swings through that one for strike 2. 2 out, space is empty. Outside. Full count, 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. That to right. Tatis after it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. And strike 1 to the catcher.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. Ozuna over at first with 1 away. Struck him out swinging. Ugly hack on the off-speed pitch in the dirt. So the lineup flips over. Jackson Merrill will hit next. First pitch misses. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Out of the 4th, here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And that's outside.
That pitch is out. Two balls, no strike.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
To first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. On the ground right side. And a couple of quick outs. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Ground ball right side. Cronenworth sends it to first, and he has thrown 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 so far. Hot shot to third. Ramirez sends it to first. Bogaerts retired. Luis Ariz stands in. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side, Arias. And a couple of quick outs. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas makes the catch, inning over. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that chops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ramos makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now it's the Guardians DH, Kyle Manzardo. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. It's 0-1. Manzardo, 24 years old, and he's one of the few major league players born in Idaho. Next offering is down low. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. Ouch, that one drilled him. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Fly to left his first time. Fastball is outside. And that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Next one is off the plate. 3-1. Naylor leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Slings it across. 3rd out. Back here at Petco Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now it's Manny Machado. Cantillo back to work. And there's a ball.
You know, these Padres, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short. Rocchio. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Fly to left his first time. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. One down, base is empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now the count is even.
Strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. Here's Elliot Ramos. Outside low. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. This one popped up. Santana under it. And that is that. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping in, Gabriel Arias. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Merrill on the move. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down. Here's Brian Rocchio. Flied to right his first time. That one outside. And that is ball 1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. And that's outside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. He goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. First offering misses badly for ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. Kwan sprinting after it. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. Gabriel Moreno now at the plate. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Brings it in, and there's one down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. In plenty of time to first. Bogart's retired. Inning over. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. And that misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Guardians need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. First offering, and it just misses.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And this one could be extra bases. Fires to the plate, coming home. Throw is offline, and he scores. On the board first, it's 1-zip.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a
run. Pitching for the Padres.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And that eats him up. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. Out towards left center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter,
and next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. Foul ball there.
Ball, that's down.
And that skips in the dirt. Next pitch is outside.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Thomas up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up.
Oh, that got him.
First base.
So bases all loaded up. Gabriel Arias. There comes.
Pitching for the Padres, number 40. Gibson, Adam.
First pitch just misses. Santana at third. Naylor on second. Thomas over at first with 1 away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's gone into the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0.
And with the 6-run lead, there are fans that are starting to head to the exits.
Inside. And it's 1-1. Swing and a little roller right side. Steps on first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Stephen Kwan. Up the middle, Cronenworth. Handles, throws to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the Grand Slam. It's now. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And he grounds one to the right side. He'll do it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Paul Sewald up and throwing. Stephan also getting ready. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
That one lifted to left. Kwan settles underneath it. Makes the grab. 2 down. Here's Manny Machado now. Hard hit to third. Zips it to first. Machado is out. This one is
ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4. Out. 3.
(6-1) is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding. It's the Cleveland Guardians. All right, ready to go here. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Just off the outside edge. And we're underway from San Diego. To the right side. Takes it himself. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Next to hit, Will Brennan. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he's there with a double.
Waste no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Jose Ramirez in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That one ripped, but foul. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And the right-hander deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now a chance for Elliot Ramos. And that is out of play. This to third, and that's a fair ball. Here's Bogarts now. That one fouled off. Fought off foul. Just misses with that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Quan makes the grab, and there's 1 down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, and it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away.
Santana off balance feed. There's 1. Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. We'll move to the second now at Petco Park. No score. Second inning set to go. And now the DH, Kyle Manzardo. And a foul ball. Way out front for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out without a swing. Throws him with the heater at the knees. Now at the plate, Bo Naylor. Ball 1, no strikes. Naylor in his second season, batting 6th in today's lineup. And he was born in Canada. 1 out, bases empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Lane Thomas. That clips the corner. No score here in the second. The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Whips it to first. Back here in San Diego, bottom of the second. Here's Manny Machado to start it off. And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Out to center. Thomas sizing this one up. Makes the grab, 1 down. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Swings and misses. That's strike
No
one.
balls. One strike.
And there's a foul ball. Outside low. 1-2 to count. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a ball evens the count.
2-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. So digging in now for San Diego, Connor Joe. And ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Ozuna swings and drives one. Well hit to left. This one's got a chance. See you later. And they add a pair. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Gabriel Moreno now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 2nd game of the series. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Kwan makes the grab on the run. But 2 come across to score in the inning. 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Gabriel Arias, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Misses outside, and that's ball 2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot.
And it gets by him. Here's Brian Rocchio. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Tatis going back. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity.
Arise. Off balance speed. There's 1. And that's 2. And now Stephen Kwan. Grounded out his first time up. Outside low. And it's 1-0.
1 ball. No strike.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Elliot Ramos. Means back to work. And that one hit to first. Santana steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. It's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1. Outside with a breaking ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Ramirez makes the grab. 2 down. Luis Arraez stands in. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Grounds one to short. Throw on to Santana. Padres go down 1-2-3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a foul ball.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ramirez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Outside corner, there's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Tatis puts it away for the out. 2 away down. 2 down, base is empty. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. First pitch misses. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. That's outside. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Guardians fail to score. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Petco Park. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a ball popped up. Rocchio. And there's 1 down. Here's Machado. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's a little bit low. Fouled off left side.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Throw on to Santana. That takes care of Cronenworth. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the Friars, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Bounce to the right, and that chance handled. On to first. 1 away here in the 5th. Now the catcher up to hit. Bo Naylor. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Just missed. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out. Base is empty with 2 away. Here's Lane Thomas now. And a big swing and a miss. Thomas measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that extends the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Check swing, called strike. Chopper to second. Cronenworth out number 3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Padres 2 and the Guardians. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning, stepping in for San Diego, Connor Joe. Popped up. Ramirez should have this one. And out number 1 on the grab. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And that is out of play. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. And that one pulled foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, left field. Rocchio makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Gabriel Moreno. That
Ball
misses
1.
the zone, and that's ball 1. This one in the air. Rocchio right there to make the grab. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. King back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Next offering misses down and away. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Hit on the ground to short. Fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Bogarts. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. And the batter now, Kyle Manzardo. Outside.
Ball 1.
Ball 1.
No strike.
just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So back here in San Diego, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Elliot Ramos. That one fouled off. Foul ball there. Good job to fight that one off. Next pitch misses inside, and the count 1-2. Outside.
2-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball and then the
Now
outer
batting,
black.
shortstop,
Man, sometimes you just got
Denver.
to tip your cap.
Modo.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is inside, ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Quan under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Luis.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for the Padres, Luis Arias. 1 for 2. Left field. Quan heads after it. He makes the grab, and that will end the inning.
Now pitching for the Padres.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Kelly.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. That's to third, handled by Machado. Zips it across. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. Lane Thomas digs in for the Guardians. Ball 1 there. That's in there, and the count even at 1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
1 down, base is empty.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 away.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Hunter Gaddis.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Tatis up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
That's a strike.
This one popped up. Rocchio. makes the grab, one away.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jacob Junis appears to be getting loose.
Ball.
Stephan warming up as well.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a foul out of play. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 2-2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that drops foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Throws to first in time. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
The batter,
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres.
Jake Cronenworth.
And he swings through that one.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Leading off, Ryan Rocchio. That misses. And that is ball 1. Ground ball left side. Machado throws to first in time. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Just missed.
That's the ball.
And a ground ball to first. Arise takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That one in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. 2 outs, runner at first. Now, Jose Ramirez and the Padres.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 44, Joe Musgrove.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Brennan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 strike.
That catches the corner.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
The tying run at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Line drive, base hit. Around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, a big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Go ahead run on base. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Ground ball right side, Cronenworth. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But they scored twice. It up late. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Cade Smith. This is his 3rd time out this year. And that one fouled off.
Cade Smith.
Late swing, fouled off. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. That's down and in.
That's a really good take.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Ramirez tosses across to first. Ozuna is out. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. 0 for 2 in this one. Late on that fastball.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
No balls,
From a pitcher's
2 strikes.
perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Had a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Padres back here at Petco Park. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And the Padres
Now pitching for the Padres, number 75, Robert Suarez.
the 1-0. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Sneaks through, base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel.
Off balance speed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. First pitch misses.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Runner takes off.
2.
Throw, save.
1 ball, 2
And the
strikes.
go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base
runner goes again. This one in the air. Arias has a beat on it, and it's caught for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and the batter will be the shortstop, Brian Rocchio. And that's fouled off. And fouled off. Man at second. On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. So one hit is all. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And here is Elliot Ramos. Smith back to work. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Thomas under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Xander
Shortstop,
Bogaerts.
Xander
0 for 3 in this one.
Bogaerts.
Swing and a miss. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Tim Herron up and loosening in the pen. Clase, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game. Luis Arias getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the second inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
No balls. 1 strike.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one misses. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate, and the runner holds. Tatis waits. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. That's the third out. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 3-2. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for...
Here comes the...
Now pitching for the Padres.
Now
Number
here
56.
is Will Brennan. That's in there. 0-1. Kwan leads off second with nobody out. Cronenworth tosses to first. One away in the top half of the 10th. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Estrada, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Santana, the next to hit, takes outside. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
2 balls.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
To the right side, Cronenworth. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Emmanuel Clase. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Machado at the plate now. That's ball 1.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. That one at triple digits.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And it's filled up.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. So digging in, Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. And you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
The left fielder, number 24.
So they're down to their final out. And now it's going to be Connor Joe. So now a pinch hitter, Jackson Merrill. A critical at bat in this game for him. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Out of here. And that ends the game. Wow. He circles the bases, and the Padres walk it off in extra innings.
¡Vamos! ¡Ya vamos!
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy's trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And the final score here, 4.
Bueno, como ya veo que no te vas, pues te bloqueo yo, eres un pesado. O sea, vete. De verdad, no tienes otra cosa que hacer que venir a decir gilipolleces y subnormalidades aquí todo el rato. No te preocupes, que ya te bloqueo yo ahora. No te preocupes. Pero eres más tonto pues no te entrenas. Cómprate una vida o vete a otro canal. Lo estás acostumbrado. Y déjame en paz, porque eres más pesado. Qué pesado, chaval. Venga, hasta luego.
It's the Cleveland Guardians and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And that's in for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. to third. And it stays fair.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's real.
Runner on the move. And there's a foul ball. And that misses. And 1-1. Nobody out. Runner at first.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
On the ground. And that's just foul. Next offering is outside. That missed by a lot. Full count now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Jose Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Fastball is outside. That one missed. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the third and final game of the series.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
That's in there. 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground at first. Arise. The flip to the pitcher covering. And that is that. Guardians strand a couple. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Tanner Bybee. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ballgame every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
And he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Hitless of the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. And that one in the air center field. Thomas. And he makes the catch. Then there's one down.
Batting third, the first
Luis Arise stands in. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. Move to first. And he's back in easily. Bybee, the 6'2 righty, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2021. First pitch swinging.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Edges too late.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And another ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Next offering misses. 3-0.
3-0.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Manny Machado up to the plate. And Manny gets a piece. Merrill, the lead runner, out at second. Tatis on at first with 2 down. Fought off foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one is inside. 2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Connor Joe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 on, 2 outs. He fouls it off. Will do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fly ball down the line. Brennan snags it on the run. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Lane Thomas. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And he handles it himself for the out. Here's Brian Rocchio. That one at the knees for a strike. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Next offering down in the dirt. And that's in the dirt.
Got a full count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Daniel Schneemann digs in now. There's the strike at the knees.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Save! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Well, Boogie clearly swung over the top of that pitch, but still got enough of it to put it in play. You call that a swinging bunt, and as an infielder, you're never expecting that, so it can be a really tough play that catches you by surprise. Next thing you know, he's safely at first.
Here's a 1-1. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
On the ground to third, Machado fires over to first, and the inning is over. Guardians bottom half of inning number 2. So digging in now for San Diego, Connor Joe. Bybee back to work. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1.
Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Throw to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. And that skips into third. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That misses.
Count is full.
And now it's 3-2. In the air to left center. Kwan heads after it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Went deep in the ball game last night. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Thomas sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Stephen Kwan.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Joe makes the play. 1 up, 1 down. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. And a foul ball. Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And that's outside. Check swing, and he went. And out 2-2. 1 out, bases empty. This to third. Slings to first. Got him. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. This ball's chopped on the ground. Gets it to first, and Ramirez is set down. And that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. Rocchio, jump throw, on the money, nice play. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Up the middle, Schneemann. The throw to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Two out, space is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two down, nobody on. That's to 3rd, and it stays fair. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in San Diego as we go to the top of the 4th. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And that one fouled off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Just missed.
That's the ball.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next offering is downstairs.
Full count.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. Just missed. Manzardo goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. 4th inning underway, no score. That one clips the outside corner, and the count 1-2. And that's down and away.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Left-hand hitter waits. In the air, center field. Merrill under it. And there's 2 away. Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. And that one just missed off the outside edge. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Throws to first, and Thomas is out. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And midway in the 4th, we're tied 0-0. Back here at Petco
Leading
Park,
up
John
for the
Chambie and
Padres,
Chris Singleton
the
with
right
you.
fielder,
And leading off the
Fernando
bottom of the fourth,
Tatis
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Junior.
Slider right there. Belsingi, this is a guy that grew up
0-1.
in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Throw on to Santana. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Here comes Manny Machado. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him swinging. Stepping in for San Diego, Connor Joe. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
Now tried to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get anything going offensively.
Swings and misses, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That one fouled off.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So in now for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann. Close, but called a ball. 1-0.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Austin Hedges now. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
You know, these Padres, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Fly to center his first time.
Ozuna.
And delivers outside.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
And it's even up to Ozuna.
1-1.
Up the middle. The underhand flip. There's one. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play. Gabriel Moreno, the next up for the Padres. Grounded out to short in his first trip. He swings and fouls one off. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That smash towards center. Thomas makes the catch, and that ends. And we're back. Top six. Here's the left fielder, Steven.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 30, Luke Weaver.
And that's
No
outside.
strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get
Two balls,
ugly.
one strike.
On the ground, right side. Cronenworth tosses to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Outside with a breaking ball.
2-0.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
3-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Count full.
Outside, and that is ball four.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Ramirez
That's a
stands
ball.
in now, looks at that one inside.
1-0.
Brennan stands at first with one out. There goes the runner. Joe has a beat on it. Snags it for the second out. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Well, we go bottom six. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 2 with a 2-run single back in the first. Bybee back to work. And that one lifted in the air center field. Thomas makes the play, and a quick out, number 1. And here is Xander Bogaerts. 1 for 2. Strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in
0-1.
between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Kwan makes the grab. 2 down. Next for the Padres, Luis Arias. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. To the right side, Santana. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
1 up, 1 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Thomas in the box again. Takes a strike. That's off the mark. And now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to first. He steps on the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th. Brian Rocchio, the next to hit. And there's a ball.
Out.
Weaver, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2.
That one down the line. Fair ball. Go ahead run on base. Here's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
1-1.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. Really important at bat coming up now.
1-1.
Not even close there. And it's 1-1. Gets under and pops it up. Bogarts. And that's the 3rd out. Set for the last half of the 7th. Digging in, Fernando Tatis Jr. Into left center for a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard. Now Machado up here. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Swings through that. Activity in the bullpen. Tim Herrick, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Smith, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
This to third. Ramirez quickly to second for 1. On to Santana, 2.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So digging in now for San Diego, Connor Joe. Swinging a foul out of play. A little out front there as he swings through it.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Pitch misses.
1 ball, 2
and
strikes.
the count is 1-2. Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. Manager out of the dugout.
Pitching for the
Now
Guardians,
here's Jake Cronenworth.
number 29, Tim Herrick.
And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. And another ball. Now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom of the 7th. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Padres lead.
Now
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jason Adam. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Kwan in the box lays off for ball 1.
1-0.
In the air, out towards left center. Joe makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Next pitch is outside. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That misses, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Calls it in, 2 away. Now it's Jose Ramirez. First pitch misses.
Ball.
Swings through that one.
1-2.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Tatis settles under it and makes the catch. Back here in San Diego, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. And that's fouled off. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. He's got it, and there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up. No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Brennan. That's out number 2. So up next, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
On the ground, right side, Schneemann tosses to first, and that is the inning. We go to the 9th. Now here is Carlos Santana. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Right side, Cronenworth in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Man at second. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Tap foul at the plate.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it across the first, and that is that. The runs, 1 hit, no errors. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Cade Smith. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Number 36.
And that one fouled off. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. That one to first. Santana tosses to the pitcher covering the bag, and that quickly 2 away. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase getting loose out there. Sewell getting loose as well. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Trying to send this to extra innings. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the third.
Now pitching
Back
for the
now,
Padres,
we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound,
44.
Joe Musgrove.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters
Zero balls, one
going to have to
strike.
pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot move. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Machado throws to first in time. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. And fouled off. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good eye in that spot.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And there's 2 down. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Just
That's the
missed.
ball.
2
One to
down.
go.
Go ahead run in scoring position. And another
2-0
ball.
the count.
Next pitch
No,
is
that's low.
downstairs.
Ball.
He walked
Take the
in,
base, ball 4.
and that will keep things going. Will Brennan will hit next.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Back.
That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Line drive. On to first. They miss a big chance to take the strand a couple, and we are still
now
scoreless.
pitching for Cleveland,
And we're back. We're in extras
Number
here.
34.
Here's Manny Machado.
Paul Sewell.
On the ground to the left.
Foul.
Down the line, and it's foul. This one in the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the left fielder, Connor Joe. 1 for 3. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
It's
Well,
0-1.
come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Hit run.
Swings and misses. And
No
that is
balls,
strike
2
2.
strikes.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Winning run stands
1-2.
at second. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
The winning run on second base. Oh, right to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Heads up base running right there.
On the ground to third. Fires across
Pass it
the
out.
diamond. 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And that is out of play. Winning run at third, 2 down. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
No balls,
Man, he
2 strikes.
really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. Crosses the winning run, and they walk it off in extra innings.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. This team is celebrating, and
1-0.